Okay, let's cover two of Donald Trump's candidates lost in Alabama. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Let's cover the media saying and enjoying this morning, the fake news, enjoying and saying that Donald Trump lost twice in Alabama, both of his candidates. So let's deal with that in just a minute. Luther Strange, okay? Luther Strange lost, even with Donald Trump's endorsement in Alabama, because the people of Alabama saw Luther Strange and still do see Luther Strange as the establishment candidate. Okay? Luther Strange has the tie to the former governor that had to resign in disgrace in Alabama. Alabama's been through a lot that they don't talk about, okay? The former governor in disgrace that was chasing the lady around the office wanting to give her a kiss appointed Luther Strange to fill Jeff Sessions' seat from Attorney General, okay? And by the way, I will bet you, okay, that Sessions' ass is on the line this morning. And I'll bet you President Trump's already said, you were supposed to bring Alabama in, damn it. You were supposed to bring it in. You're from Alabama. You were supposed to bring it in. But anyhow, let's move past that. But the people of Alabama have been through a lot with their governor, and now they have Kay Ivey, the lady that endorsed or said she was voting for the Republican. They see Luther Strange as something connected to something bad, the former governor, and also the establishment. So when they voted in the primary for Roy Moore, when the overwhelming vote came in for Roy Moore in a runoff, you see, Moore won twice, if memory serves me right. Okay, there was a runoff. Roy Moore ran and won head-to-head against Luther Strange, the current senator from Alabama that has never been elected. And the reason the people picked Roy Moore over Luther Strange is because they were able to see Roy Moore as the anti-establishment, and Strange was the establishment. So they weren't going against Trump. They were basically saying, you know what, maybe you're trying to appease Mitch McConnell because you want Mitch McConnell to get a piece of legislation through. There may be several factors of why you're going with Luther Strange. Luther may have already come in your office and say, Mr. President, if I stay where I'm at, I will vote for X, X, and X, and you may have already gotten Luther's votes instead of having to start with somebody else and have them come in and say, well, I'll vote for it if the package is this, this, or this. But they didn't go against Donald Trump with Luther Strange. You need to understand that. At the time, Roy Moore was elected in the primary to represent the Republican Party. These 22,780 people supported Roy Moore. The write-ins. These 22,780 people at that time supported Roy Moore. Out of the 671,151 that Doug Jones got, another 50,000 of them maybe supported Roy Moore. Roy Moore may have had a plus support of 100,000 votes. Because, see, if he would have been running against Doug Jones would have been a sacrificed Democrat candidate. You see, when the Democrats put Doug Jones up, and what happens in Alabama, and what happens in a lot of the red states, the strong red states, is the DNC, the Democrat, or the state Democrat Party does field a candidate. They have to. But for the most part, they're Mike Dukakis candidates. The DNC knew Mike Dukakis didn't stand a chance, but they had to have a candidate, right? So you don't waste a candidate. In Alabama, the DNC It's like looking for a Democrat candidate in the 9th District of Georgia to run. It's hard to do. So at the time the primary goes down with Roy Moore, and Luther Strange, the establishment is not going back, and the voters of Alabama, because this is what I like hearing that really frosts my ears, is in the last 2 weeks, let's leave it up to the voters of Alabama. Damn it, why didn't we leave it up to the voters of Alabama all along? Who is responsible for finding 8 women 6 weeks before an election, 40 years after the fact? That's it. Was it 8 women, okay, 6 weeks before an election, 40 years after the fact? So the media, the Washington Post, the CNNs of the world, the establishment, the deep state, never intended to leave the vote up to the people of Alabama. Barack Obama, okay? Organizing for Action, OFA, look it up. OFA, Organizing for Action, Barack Obama's campaign arm, is partners with the DNRC, the Democrat National Redistricting Committee. Eric Holder, OFA, put them together. They're partners. If you pull it up, they're partners. It was never 1 minute left up to the voters of Alabama. Never. And the biggest lie Mitch McConnell tells, and the biggest lie that every one of them tell in the last 2 weeks, see, they reinserted the money. The damage is done. They reinserted the money, the Republicans. They come out now in the last 2 weeks and said, we're going to leave it up to the people of Alabama. Folks, you need to understand that the very day Roy Moore won the primary in Alabama, it was already decided that they would not leave it up to the people of Alabama to vote for their senator. They took it out of their hands on that day. It said, we will do something. This was very well orchestrated. 2, put up Steve Bannon. To bring down Moore, I don't have a picture of Steve Bannon, to bring down Roy Moore. Okay, I didn't know if I sent it. I'm all nervous. There you go. Is Steve Bannon the kiss of death now to a candidate? You see, they had to do 2 things. They had to end Roy Moore and Steve Bannon. If you can get a Steve Bannon endorsed candidate of all states, Alabama, not New Jersey, not Connecticut, right? Not even Missouri, of Alabama. That's the big win. You see, Mitch McConnell needed rid of Steve Bannon. He needed rid of Steve Bannon. The other senators out there, little Bobby Corker's rethinking things this morning. Well, Bannon's not effective anymore. Jeff Flake, okay? Dean Heller, is he in Nevada? Republican? Think of all the Republican senators and all the Republican congressmen right now that have been a nervous wreck, okay, about being primaried, not the general election, being primaried. Now, I'm only going to use this for an example, and I don't want this taken wrong. Well, you look at very red districts where you have a Republican congressman. Look at Charlie Dent, retired. Northampton Republican Committee Party Chair Lee Snover, single-handedly, and I say single-handedly, there's a group, but basically single-handedly brought down Charlie Dent to where the point is Charlie Dent was so afraid of running again. They are in rooms, the Republicans now in Washington, D.C., saying, oh my God, we have to make sure we field the right candidates. They can't be Steve Bannon candidates. Mitch McConnell's going to come to the podium, if he hasn't already, and say, hey, if we don't support our candidate in the primary, because you've already seen, America, that Luther Strange would have won. That's what is being said already. Luther would have won the general election. So the establishment, the deep state, the corruption in this country that oversee the Department of Justice, the State Department, and the FBI, all right? They're already saying this morning, whoa, a Bannon candidate in Alabama lost in the general. So if we go out there and we get those kind of candidates and we don't get rid of Steve Bannon now and we end up with Roy Moore kind of candidates, we will lose the House. This playbook is to win the House for the Democrats. This playbook is for the deep state, the media to the left, to win the Senate. That's the playbook. 2018, me too. Okay? And it's now time to go after Donald Trump. Kiersten Gillibrand. Let me look here. Okay. Let me look at this. Kiersten Gillibrand, let's go for this is the senator of New York. Now, Donald Trump did not start this fight, but this is the Me Too. So let's go to Kiersten 1, okay? And this is the senator. Now, let me set this up. Kiersten Gillibrand, do you have a picture of her? Let's put a picture of her and Donald Trump up first, not the tweet. I think it just says Kiersten Gillibrand. Okay, so this is Rosie O'Donnell, just joking. This is Kiersten Gillibrand and President Donald Trump. Now let's set this up before Pocahontas gets too far with her slut shaming, okay? Let's set this up, okay? Now, when Donald Trump was in Trump Tower 7 days a week, which they wish he would return to, all of these people, Democrat, Republican, no matter who they are, they are rotating door. Mr. Trump get up in the morning, okay, what's on my schedule? And the person that handled his calendar would say, well, you have this meeting with this developer, this meeting with this Russian bank. Oh, my joke, right? And this afternoon, you have Mitt Romney coming by. And after Mitt Romney, you have Kiersten Gillibrand. And after that, you have, so what's tomorrow? Oh, this afternoon, you have Chuck Schumer coming by. Okay, he had a rotating door of all of these people coming through his office wanting his money, wanting him to support them financially, especially in New York. You see, Kiersten Gillibrand, okay, won. You gotta remember, she took whose seat? Senate seat? Hillary Rodham Clinton's, right? Bill Clinton went all over New York campaigning with her, right? Hillary Clinton. And she went to Donald to get his money. They all did. So let's look at a couple of Senator Kiersten Gillibrand's tweets. Let's go to number 1. I think it's Kiersten number 1. This is where she congratulates. Congrats, Doug Jones, on your win in Alabama. This is a victory for showing up, fighting to the end, and standing for what's right. Let's go to Kiersten number 2. Here's another one she put out. Kiersten number 2 on December 12th, which was yesterday at 7:39. Women are a force to be reckoned with. We won't be silenced. Okay, that was her tweet. at 7:39 last night. That's Kiersten. She intends to run for president. Let's go to Kiersten Gillibrand, number 3. Okay. You cannot silence me or the millions of women who have gotten off the sideline to speak out about the unfitfulness and shame you have brought to the Oval Office. Now, I want to ask you a question. Can a politician, especially Kiersten Gillibrand, can anybody really come to the podium and talk about unfit and shame that was brought to the Oval Office? Can you really do that? Okay. Let's go to number 4. This is what started it. This is where it started. At 4:06 p.m. on December 11th, 2 days ago, from Twitter, President Trump should resign. But of course he won't hold himself accountable. You see, this is all stemming from, you remember the ladies that got together that have accused Donald Trump, and they got together, 2 days ago, and they did this press conference, and they said, Al Franken, a member of Congress, has announced his resignation, and he's doing the right thing. The president should also be held accountable by Congress and brought up on ethics charges or whatever, okay? So Kiersten Gillibrand, the Me Too, #MeToo candidate for president of the United States, senator from New York, started 4:06 December 11th. President Trump should resign. But of course, he won't hold himself accountable. Therefore, Congress should investigate the multiple sexual harassment and assault allegations against him. Did you not do that when you voted for him? I don't know. But that's what she said. Okay? That's what she said. All right? President Trump should resign. All right? Now, let's go to the Trump tweet. See, Donald Trump does not care who you are. You're president of the United States. You don't care if you're a man. He's an equal opportunity kick your ass president. No discrimination with this guy. If you're a woman and you attack him, he's going to kick your ass. If you're a man and he attacks you, you attack him, he's going to kick your ass. If you're Rosie O'Donnell, if you're a beast like Rosie O'Donnell, he's going to kick your ass. He does not let you come after him. So remember, on December 11th, Kiersten Gillibrand, okay? Kiersten Gillibrand went after Donald Trump, said he should resign, okay? So 8:03 a.m. the following day, lightweight Senator Kiersten Gillibrand, a total flunky for Chuck Schumer, and someone who would come to my office begging. They all did. What's the difference of what? They all came to his office begging, right? For campaign contributions not so long ago. Kiersten, it just seems like yesterday I was at Trump Tower and they said, buzz through, who Kiersten Gillibrand. Yeah, she needs to see you wants some money. All right, send her up. Begging for campaign contributions not so long ago. Now, this is where the media acts like they don't understand how it works and would do anything for them. Kiersten Gillibrand would come to my office begging for a campaign contribution and would do anything for them. What would anything for them be? Help pass certain laws that would benefit Donald Trump. Mr. President, I can do some things as senator of New York. I can do some things for, maybe that could benefit developers in New York. Maybe I could have a little more influence on or be able to make comments to Albany, the capital of New York. I could maybe have a talk with the mayor if I'm senator of New York. Chucky Schumer, the clown, if I go and work with him, Chucky Schumer, the clown, and I could do some things for New York that maybe developers would find to their liking. But no, he said, and would do anything for it, is now in the ring fighting against Trump. Hey, he's a Don King guy. Here comes Trump with Don King. You talk about him, jump in the ring, baby. In the ring fighting against Trump, very disloyal to Bill and Crooked. We know who Crooked is. That was Hillary. Very disloyal. You see, Bill Clinton, she said recently that Bill Clinton should have resigned. Right? This is the Bill Clinton that got her elected in New York. And Crooked Hillary, it's her seat that Hillary basically coordinated her with. She used them. So Trump called her right out. So, heck, we'll do anything. Who else gets into the battle? Pocahontas. So put up slut shame. Pocahontas. All right? So Pocahontas jumps in there, Elizabeth Warren, and says, are you really trying to bully, intimidate, and slut shame? Really? Slut shame. Pocahontas, you know how it works. You know how to fill out the application and lie and say you're a Native American. You know how to find yourself to be on the list of professors that are Native American professor, the list of professors at Harvard or wherever it was. Intimidate and slut shame Senator Gillibrand. Do you know who you're picking a fight with? Good luck with that, real Donald Trump. Nevertheless, slut shame. We will do some more slut shaming right after these messages. Sam, take us to break.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
What you gonna do with all that junk?
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Better days ahead. 'Tis the season of huge year-end discounts at Days Chevrolet in Jasper. Every 2017 and 2018 Chevy is discounted deep right now. Like $5,000 off Equinox LT from $26,750, or a whopping $10,000 off new Silverado Crew Cabs from $33,695. Unwrap huge holiday savings on every Chevy at Days Chevrolet in Jasper, where we make the holidays bright.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Rhonda the Mattress Lady, and this is my husband Gary, owners of Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart. And we want to earn your business. From the time you walk in our door to the time we deliver your new mattress to your door, you will see the difference. Our selection and prices are the best in North Georgia, and customer service is our top priority. So y'all come on in and let us help you find the right mattress at the right price. That's Mattress Overstocked in LJ next to Walmart.
Kinty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Fine sterling silver, luxurious baby alpaca and exotic woods. A beautiful selection of exquisitely crafted gifts for all of your special occasions. Visit our website, artesiansilvergifts.com, or follow us on Twitter at Artesian Silver Gifts. Kinty Artesian Silver and Gifts, the Peruvian shop in downtown Blue Ridge.
You know, F Trump. Yeah, that's F Trump. F Trump. F Trump. Text messages between ex-Mueller team member emerge calling Trump's loathsome human an idiot. You idiot. You. Anyhow, before we get, I'm your host, BKP, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Before we get back into some slut shaming, I feel we will have to do slut shaming for months now because it's a Me Too movement. It will, no? Why not? Just saying. If you would like to participate. No, you better not. You better not. Yeah, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the... I didn't say it. Pocahontas did. You know I didn't say it. Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren said slut shaming. Really? Anyhow, and Kiersten Gillibrand, we hear she used to do anything for a campaign contribution. Kiersten, you want that campaign contribution? Really? Do you have a picture? Can you get me a picture of Melania Trump? Just when you get me one. Yeah, give me a picture of Melania Trump, okay? And then if you want, get me a picture of young Marla Maples. But I go with Melania Trump. Anyhow, I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show, 706-889-9700. That is the show phone number that you can contact us. Send us text messages. Also, 24/7 hotline for news. You can also email me at chief@fetchyournews.com. And you can follow us on Twitter at FetchYourNews, at FYNTV. We are running a ugly Christmas sweater contest, okay? Ugly Christmas sweater contest. If you have a sweater, that your wife, your husband gave you, the kids gave you, you gave the kids, there's a little story behind it, like he gave me this sweater, so I have to pretend I like it, and I have to wear it to the Christmas party, or he gets mad. I'm just saying, it could happen, right? Send us that picture. Let's have some fun, folks. And Rose, make sure we're blasting this out all day long. And we want you to find our Facebook page. Okay, Fetch Your News Facebook page, and post that sweater. Get that to Rose, that picture. Give us a little something short, nothing big, nothing you don't have. You can do whatever you want. Give us something short. And then Rose will be putting up the details of the contest. There will be prizes, plural, prizes, okay? And we will announce those on our show. Is it Friday week? Is that how you say that? Friday week, December 22nd on our show, we will announce the winner of the Ugly Christmas Sweater Contest from Circuit World in Blue Ridge. Also, okay, getting back to before we get back to the slut shame. Oh, give me. Let's do 3 pictures, okay? Now, they're in an uproar. They're in an uproar in the press room, the White House press room. They are asking Sarah Huckabee Sanders not about anything serious, not about Mueller, not about Peter Strzok, not about the Department of Justice, not about Orr and his wife, and Orr worked for Fusion GPS, and so did Orr. Nothing that pertains to anything serious in this country, but what they're most interested in with Sarah Huckabee Sanders is, did Donald Trump imply something bad, dirty, nasty to Senator Kiersten Gillibrand? Like, did he slut shame her? What was he implying she would do for that campaign contribution? Put up Melania Trump. Let me see Melania. That's Melania. That's the first lady right there. Okay. Now put up. Did you get Marla Maples? Okay. Marla. All right, well, that's okay. Let's just go with that one, okay? Here's Melania Trump. Let's put up the picture of Kiersten Gillibrand with the president. So, really? He's even got the look. Kiersten, just saying. Just saying. I mean, I really don't see Donald saying, for this check. Just saying, I know that wasn't nice. So let's move along, okay? I do think, before we wrap this up, let me give you a little local information. Stay with me if you're in Texas, California. If you're in Alabama, don't get nervous, Alabama, you're all right. You will get 2 Republican senators soon. I mean, 2 new Republican senators soon. I mean, my Christmas wish is for Alabama to get rid of Richard Shelby and to get the new Republican senator and get rid of Doug Jones and have 2 real Republican senators. This is your chance in Alabama. It will happen. But last night was the final. There's really nothing eventful to report, but we will have a story on FetchYourNews.com. Fannin County last night was the final 2017 meeting for the Blue Ridge City Council, and all members, I understand, attended. I understand all attended the meeting, and it was the final meeting of that Blue Ridge City Council. Next year in January, that council will almost completely change, with the exception of Councilwoman Rhonda Thomas and Harold Herndon. There'll be 3 new council members. So last night, nothing eventful there. But you're going to want to watch for the video to come out on the Fannin County Board of Commissioners meeting last night, where they discussed the budget and approving the 2018 operating budget for Fannin County. You're going to want to watch that. The love fest between the 3, Chairman Stan Helton and Post Commissioner Earl Johnson and Post Commissioner Larry Joe Sosby, is over. Especially between Johnson and Helton, Stan Helton, the chairman. And Earl Johnson took to task, and we're getting that video put together right now so you can see it. and we're getting the article ready, but he took Robin Gassaway, the county CFO, to task, even going as far to question how much money she makes. So we understand last night there was some fireworks, some really aggressive fireworks at the Fannin County BOC that you're going to want to keep up with. Also, this Thursday night will be the final. There'll be a public hearing at 5:30, and there'll be the final vote for the 2018 operating budget for the Gilmer County. For Gilmer County Board of Commissioners will vote on the 2018 operating budget, and that public hearing for that budget is on in the jury room, the jury assembly room in the Gilmer County Courthouse. And you can read the articles. Go to fetchyournews.com, Gilmer County, and read the articles that give you information about the proposed 2018 budget there. Okay, so moving right along. You're over there typing away. Did you go ahead and get a picture? Because I know you. Oh, okay, all right. I just didn't know if you did. I was gonna. No, I did. I told you not to. But if you did, I wasn't gonna pass up using it. Okay. We have asked this morning for Jeff Sessions to tell the President of the United States Jeff Sessions is no longer necessary. Let me recap really quick. Black turnout vote because of racial divisions that was created by Barack Obama was strong. Doug Jones did not win last night because Roy Moore did not run against Doug Jones. Doug Jones is the candidate for the Democrats that they never stood a chance with, and is now Chuck Schumer's whipping boy. May not like that. Beverly Nelson and Leah Kaufman, they do not need you anymore. Turn the lights off. The satellite trucks are gone. You will no longer be the highlight. They're moving on to bigger and better things. The President of the United States. Okay. We have the fight. We have the fight for between Kiersten Gillibrand and the President of the United States, along with Pocahontas. And we went through all of the people and the Republicans that Roy Moore had to run against. He did not run against Doug Jones. And here is two more things that we want to clear up before we go to talking about Peter Strzok. Steve Bannon, okay? Steve Bannon, this is the kiss. Put up the Steve Bannon picture. It has Roy Moore. Was this the kiss of death right here? These two right here, Steve Bannon and Roy Moore. What is the future of Bannon going in and getting candidates? Does he have to erase Roy Moore off his resume? Will other candidates say, hey, Steve, come into my state and help me run against the establishment? Let me tell you what Steve Bannon said. Remember at CPAC? If you think they're going to give our country back to us without a fight, you're mistaken. We will have to fight every single day. So what I say at the beginning of the show, don't get in the fight if you can't envision the win. And we can here, so relax. So we talked about that. And Pocahontas, put up White House slut shaming, the one with Minka I have in there, okay? This is what the direction went in after they were glowing over Doug Jones' win on MSNBC. Minka, White House denies President Trump launched sexual suggestive attack on Senator Gillibrand. Okay, so they're trying to make something into it, which they always do. And last but not least, the Senate scorecard. Let's wrap this up with this right here. The Senate scorecard at this hour. 1 seat lost. Republicans lost a seat. There are 47 Democrats, 2 independents, and 51 Republicans. All right? So it's basically 51-49. 51-49. That's it. Not 52-51. The thing I want to caution you on now is Mitch McConnell and even Paul Ryan over in the House, but Mitch McConnell and senators and representatives saying, with this loss, there's even more reason to have bipartisan legislation. Watch, it's a setup. It's a setup. Bipartisan legislation is now more important. The only way we can get things passed is to really bring the Democrats in. Let the Democrats, why do you have these things in the bill? We cannot get them passed. It's time now to have bipartisan legislation that we can get to the president's desk. There's more reason now to compromise than there ever was before. Okay, make a determination to win and relax and get ready for the next battle, because the Russia thing's not working out. So it's like I'm going to tell you what I used to tell my sales staff, all right? I used to have several companies in the past. I had a sales staff. And when my salespeople would come to me and they lost a big sale, I would give them 10 minutes and move on. 10 minutes and move on. They would come and they were so excited about a sale and they knew they were going to get the sale, and then they would come in my office and they lost the sale. And I would say, go back to your office and cry or do whatever you want for 10 minutes. But I better not come in here, your office, 10 minutes later and find you still crying about that sale. Move on. So our rule was always move on. You get 10 minutes, all right? Your morning period's 10 minutes. Move on. So wherever you're at today, how upset you are, whatever you think, the corruption, the fix is in, move on. It's over. Doug Jones is going to the Senate. All right? They're going to say all day long, just take the hits. Alabama flipped. This is a direct message to the White House. This is a message that Steve Bannon's candidates can't win. This is a message where Republicans are getting in a closet now saying, maybe we better be careful because Trump's not as effective as we thought. You see, you have representatives that are supporting Donald Trump. You have senators that are supporting Donald Trump. More representatives because their base in their districts support Donald Trump. But of all places, if Alabama didn't let Donald Trump tell them what to do, you have congressmen and senators now saying, maybe we don't have to worry about Trump going and campaigning for our opponent in our state. Watch, it's all out there on the table. Let's come back. Let's talk about Peter Strzok. Let's talk about the corruption taking place and wrap this show up. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Take us to break, Sam.